Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Read this, y'all. Read this, y'all. Trick or Treat Studios. Prop. Child's Play 2. Good Guy doll. It's heavy. It's big. Should be 1-to-1 size from the movie. It's been over a year. Been waiting for this guy. I was traveling so much before the lockdown, and a pre-order that I made had to be canceled, alas, and then I had to wait again, pre-order him again. So I just cut him open and we're gonna unbox it together. I mean, I might unbox it a little bit off camera as well, but because, I mean, there's a lot here. So let me just quickly show you. I haven't taken him out yet, so I have no, I'm praying to the Child's Play Chucky gods that the paint job is fine, the hair, the wig, you know, the applications. I mean, for those of you who are into Child's Play and Chucky and the Trick or Treat Studios version of Chucky, I mean, you know, the fanatics already got him over a year ago when the first Good Guys doll by Trick or Treat Studios was released. This is the re-edition. I mean, it's the same guy. They just went into production again. So I think it's the second or third batch. So of course there's a myriad of videos online about the unboxing of the Good Guys doll. So this is yet another one. I'm doing it for the love of me, actually, because I love Chucky so much that, in fact, we have a little, you can see, for those of you who follow me on my channel, you know, I've made a couple of videos about Chucky and with Chucky, and then there's this little guy.
A true classic never goes out of style.
A true classic really never does, Chucky, but this is a little tiny Mesco version of Chucky, and he's like less than half the size of the Good Guys doll. So the Good Guys doll is Chucky before he's Chucky. Or is he? Let's get to it. I might just speed up this unboxing because this is literally going to be like watching a comedy show, me trying to take this out. Yeah, balancing it. Ooh. Okay. You know what? I gotta lay this flat here. I really hope the paint job is, because there have been, okay. There have been some terror stories out there, so we get to see the side of the box. Okay? The side of the box. I love Child's Play. I love all the movies. You know, honestly, I've gotten quite accustomed. I mean, I'm okay even with the new one, with Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky, of Buddy. Heidi ho! Heidi ho! To everybody. Okay, pulling this out. You know what? We're gonna have to flip him. Here he is! Hotty, hotty, ho. Okay, so please, paint job, do your magic. Looks like the face is good. And it looks like, you see, sometimes just like when you buy computers, like the new generation of Macs, the first one is usually, you know, there's glitches. They always say wait a couple of months after the first release. In fact, the Good Guys print here on the front little pouch pocket here of his overalls, you know how the first edition it was like printed, it's way down. This one is just right in the center. I'm very lucky there. Let's get on to taking the plastic wrap. There's a little bit of Laura Palmer going on here too. So I mean, you're a creepy little fella, aren't you? There's a little dent in the plastic here. But, you know, I can live with a dent in the plastic as long as the doll doesn't have any glitches on it. Cardboard is a little bit busted on the sides, though. quite a bit busted, actually. There's this like kind of cut there and here. But that must have happened during production, because this is not something that they can affect or damage while putting it in its box. Whatever. I mean, frontally speaking, I can't even see. There you go. He's perfect. Oh, the smell. It ain't the prettiest of smells. I don't think anybody mentioned his smell in any unboxing, but it's a very particular plastic smell. Tape, because there's a lot of tape you're going to see. Look at all the tape back here. And also, nobody ever did ASMR, Chucky. But I think it's a weird mix. It's a mix of tape smell and plastic smell. You have to balance this very carefully. God, this is like juggling. He's in his little coffin, little stinky cardboard coffin. Okay, the smell is evaporating, which is good. It's leaving us. He has this little hair net, and he's full of tape. The choker, this beautiful choker. Let's try to rid him of that. Okay, I had to take him out off camera. It was a huge mess and I didn't want to get him cut or damaged in any way, but here he is. He's out of the box. Slightly overlit in this scenario. Checking on the control monitor, he's a bit darker than what you see on camera, the outfit. Also his skin tone. If I were kind of to go out of the light a little bit closer to you guys, you get a bit more of an impression. Chucky, we're gonna try to do your hair as much as I can on camera. Of course, this is something that is gonna have to be done properly with time, styling, you know. Let's see how it's... Right, so what they did here, as also many videos already point out, we do have a wig that's kind of glued to the top of the head. And then there should be a bit of rooted hair there somewhere too. Or not at all. I'm looking through his hair now. And it's a wig, and it's kind of glued to his head. If we really look at Child's Play, you know, the first movie, his hair is like straw, really, kind of thick. And I mean, they had different puppets utilized, you know, one for when... You know, and he's moving it and he's like all wobbly, and then there's a stiffer Chucky. But usually when he carries him and he walks through the room, you know, the hair wobbles in a way, it's quite stiff. So I don't mind that the hair is this way. Now, of course, he probably will need a little bit of a haircut of some sorts just to kind of make him look as, you know, to have just that hairdo, right? The hairdo, the Chucky hairdo. Because it is a little bit long-ish in the back. Now, of course, I'm messing it up completely. But then again, you got to mess it up to understand just how... It's actually really creepy to look at him from the back because he's so big and the proportions are just like really eerie. They're there. It's all there. All the proportions are there so that you have the feeling like when he turns around, It ain't gonna be pretty. Ah, hi. Yeah, there you go. These sneakers. What is this? Tape. Super cute. Now, of course, we've seen this many times, you know, in the unboxings. I gotta cover my face so you can see it better, but Chucky's hair. Yes, Queen, look at it flow. The flowy hair as he floats through the screen. He's floating, you guys. He is floating. There's an idea for you, Mr. Mancini, if you want to add it to the TV show. Maybe Chucky can start, you know, maybe the superpowers allow him to float. Oh, this hair. Look at him. We're totally going to work on this. This is all fixable. Chucky, don't worry. You're going to have all of your dignity back, okay? Your scary, scary, creepy dignity as the original Chucky doll that you are. Well, the good guys doll that you're going to gain your dignity back. I mean, my hair is long too, so in a way we match, you know? When I decide to cut my hair, maybe we'll cut yours too, and then we're going to match again. He's very hefty, like, and the spongy, foamy body feels really kind of nice in a weird way. Like, you almost think you could hug him and stuff, but of course the foam is a little bit delicate. I mean, you know, it rips. It can easily rip, so you don't want to really kind of open his arms at a 90-degree angle or higher, because underneath his armpit, chances are the foam will just rip. Now, you know, there are different kind of philosophies and credos following this issue of the foam ripping. Some saying, well, it has to rip because kind of with time, that's how, you know, you should. Some people just say just cut through it right here around the legs as well, and then he becomes more mobile because he does have that inner structure, which, I mean, listen, for the reissue of the Good Guys doll, like right now, they updated him. I feel like this new version, because, you know, the first edition of him had those polyurethane, I don't know what it would call it. They said the same plastic that was used for hip replacement. I mean, that's such a weird marketing ploy because, yeah, the material is the same material, but not the actual contraption that was built as his inner bone structure to hold the doll together. Now when I press the foam, I feel that there's a wire in there. So I have the feeling that the updated version is utilizing the same metal wire that will be used that is used for the Trick or Treat Studios Chucky, Seed of Chucky doll. And I have the feeling this little guy has been updated to that inner wiring. Definitely has, because when I squish it, I don't feel the little knobs, you know, the little kind of bubbly parts that were typical to the first release. And he's a bit more stiff. Like, I have the feeling, I don't want to bend him too much just yet, but it's really hard to bend him. Yeah, that's a metal wire, you guys, definitely. He has, yeah, it's the same metal wire that they put inside you from Seed of Chucky. Which, by the way, why is there so much hate for Seed of Chucky, against Seed of Chucky? Seed of Chucky is like one of my favorite installments of the saga. I really love the humor in it. I love that John Waters is in it. I love John Waters so much. And the comedy mixed with the dark humor, also the lighthearted comedy mixed with the horror, it's just very well blended, very well balanced, and it's a constant, like, you don't know if you should be terrified or if you should laugh, and it just confuses you. And in fact, the confusion is legitimate because we have that whole gender issue with Glenn and Glenda, and I think the topics, how I don't know, the psychology of it and also of gender is so masterfully touched base upon within that movie. There's not many of them out there that well made. Now, you know, through the lens of horror, touching base on identity, I love that movie so much. And it's lighthearted enough so that I could rewatch it over and over and over again. It's not so heavy. Like certain horror movies, you watch them once and then you're like, okay, this was an amazing movie, but I'm going to need 2 years before I can dig into it again. With Seed of Chucky, I just watch it all the time. It's just, I mean, you know. I think the only Chucky movie that I kind of find a little bit heavy is maybe the part 3, just the initial phase, and then like second half on, I'm fine with it, watching it in loop. But yeah, anyway. Buttons are cute. The overalls are cute. The consistency is really, it's good. I think they even kind of shortened the pants because a lot of people with the first edition, with the first version, had issues with the length of the pants. I think right now they're just totally fine. Does he still have his socks? Like the first version did. Yes, he does. There you have his little socks. Let me cover my face so you can see him. The socks are there. The little foamy body, very visible. Could you imagine if they made Chucky out of memory foam? It's like you squish him, half an hour later, his little chicken nugget thighs come back to their original shape. He does feel like a chicken nugget, like a huge chicken nugget, and it's adorable. I was kind of hoping he would be a little bit soft. His tush is really, like, Chucky, you've been working, Chucky, you've been working out, dude, because, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, those thighs. A little bit softer, maybe, just so that, like, you could kind of carry him around, because, like, this, I mean, I love when the hair dangles. That's the whole concept. I was always mesmerized. Now, we're going to childhood memories, but I watched Chucky, the first Child's Play, when I was pretty young, and I wasn't really mesmerized by the fact, I wasn't shocked or surprised by the fact that the doll killed. It didn't really do anything for me. But what I was mesmerized by was the movement of his hair. In fact, if you notice, the first thing that I went for when I opened it was the hair, because, like, that's, I don't know what it is. Does anybody else have that? Like, when Andy carries him around, or whenever he's like, it's the movement of the hair that got me. Like, that to me was so hypnotic. Maybe the color combined with the length of it, and I don't know what it is, but it's just so hypnotizing to me. So, you know, I gotta comb him a little bit, but it's the good guy's doll. Like, I have nothing bad to say about him. I mean, he's amazing. I'm just so happy that he came out the way he did. I'm so grateful that there are no paint complications here. Let's check really closely. No, you're perfect, dude. You are a perfect little dude. The only issue we have, of course, like a lot of them do, that choker around his neck, they should have kind of padded it somehow, because that did affect a little bit the plastic around his neck. I mean, when you're traveling through the trenches over continents and oceans and who knows where you've been to get to me, a little bit of kind of scuffing is okay, you know. My God, I still kind of can't grasp the fact that he's, like, really real. He really, really is real. Usually, you know, I have quite a bit of props and toys, and I love horror movies, and there's usually something. Sometimes they manage to nail in the design department, like even downscaled, not one-to-one, but, you know, downscaled toys, action figures of certain characters from movies. Some of them capture the essence perfectly, and even though they're miniatures of themselves, you still feel that energy, and some are just not well executed. This guy, this is the essence of the good guy's doll. It's there. It's like there. It's like there's a heart beating inside of him. It really comes through emotionally and aesthetically. It's really, really there. And the way that he's kind of looking slightly above you, really creepy. He's like not looking at you. He's like looking slightly above you, like there. Instead of here, he's looking there and like that. creepy. Perfection. I have no words. Thank you, Trick or Treat Studios. It took a long time for me to get one. I say thank you to them for designing it. They didn't give it to me for free. I paid this little guy in full by myself on my own. So, but thank you, Trick or Treat Studios, for delivering something so amazing and beautiful. I don't know why people criticize it. There's really nothing to criticize, you guys. Next step after this would be like just go on the set of the movie and try to snatch one of the dolls from the actual set. Other than that, the next level is this one, especially for the price that he goes for. I was really lucky. I got a coupon 20% off on him, so yay to that. I'm really thankful for that. But I just want to carry him everywhere I go. Isn't that gonna be creepy? Supermarket during lockdown, both of us with the mask on, only one hand to shop, the other one is holding. I think that's the best way to keep people away from you in a moment like this one where you're scared of catching some disease, you know what I mean? Just like go out with Chucky and be like, hi everybody. They're gonna run. The flooding, the doors will open, everybody's just gonna move away, and you're gonna get to shop to do whatever you need to do. So, a blessing in disguise. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please do thumb it up and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube if you haven't already. And tell me what you think about Chucky in the comment section down below. And also share your thoughts if you do have a Chucky. And also if you have this kind of second or third edition of it, do you also feel that the wire now has been updated to a metal wire in his body, as opposed to that plasticky, bubbly version that it used to be in the first release? Let me know. Until next time, never forget to never give up on Chucky love. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.